Here's Evan Mobley. He'll be huge tonight for this team. Mitchell trying to get out of the Thompson grasp. That's an offensive foul.
Coach Biggerstaff talked about this team playing a certain style all season. That's that physicality we talk about. But the playoffs, sometimes the whistle's a little different. But they will not change their mentality at all.
They switch on defense. It's outside to Harris. His shot won't go. It's out of bounds. Urgency they need to play with, like Harden doing plays like that.
Well, James, sense of urgency tonight. They're home. You hear this crowd. You feel this crowd. They got to close the doors tonight. Don't give Detroit life early. Set the tone.
Cunningham, the #1 scorer in the entire playoff landscape, will take this shot over Mitchell. The rebound by Harden. It's picked off by Thompson. Got the steal. A new shot clock. Jenkins, 3, no. Rebound, Duren gobbles up that loose ball. They need him to rebound. Outside, Jenkins, another 3. Another miss. Volleyball, and Duren was right on the doorstep. He couldn't put it in. Another offensive rebound. Cunningham to the hole.
And that right there, how does Duren impact games? You impact it through getting more possessions for your team, through hustle. That's how you work your way back into this series.
Mobley taking his time, working into...
Impressive in this playoffs. He seemed like he's getting better and better as the games go on. He's feeling more comfortable in his role with this team. But to your point, Candace, Duren just getting extra possessions. I would like to see him go and tip dunk that and get on the board early and get into this match. But his team still got on the board.
Ausar Thompson, one-on-one with Mobley in the paint with 1 to fire. Mobley the rebound. Mobley coming off a 19.8 rebound game. He'll make a move right here. Harris is on him. Mobley, rebound. Duren, he's got a couple rebounds. If he does nothing more than that and defend the rim, that would be a good night. He's really struggled in these playoffs. Jenkins, Thompson cutting. Mobley is there. Shot clock at 3. Cunningham setting up. Wade defends the 3. And another offensive rebound. Thompson that time. Cunningham outside. Trained.
One basket, he will do that.
Harden for 3. Off. Rebound. Jenkins down court. Early release. Thompson got it to go. Foul.
He's so important to this team. But rebound the ball, getting out, getting transition points is important for the Pistons.
Getting those offensive
Plays with the extra possessions.
Mobley slithers inside. The tap-in is good. There's Ausar Thompson. It's Harris. Thompson is free. The 15 assists orchestrates. After the mid-season trade, this team has thrived. He's dancing. He'll fire over Duren.
Well, I mean, this guy has logged a lot of minutes. He's done so much in his league. He can score the basketball as good as anybody that's ever touched the leather basketball. And we want to see more of that right there. Just James Harden being aggressive and being himself.
With the shot clock at 10, it's Mitchell on top. He'll make a head and shoulder fake and shoot over Tobias Harris. Got it. He's 2 games to none. Duren plows and gets it to go.
And that right there is a great sign for Duren, who's not played his best this postseason. Scoring is down, rebounding is down. How do you get it? You get it by activity, you get it by straight line drives like that.
Well, people remember, as Dennis, people remember what you do today, Candace. They don't remember what you did yesterday. So this is a whole new script for him. Tonight is the night that's the only thing he needs to focus on is tonight.
Pickpocketed by Thompson. A turnover by Harden. He'll gallop and feed. Hold on for Cunningham. The pass errant. Harden. Mobley. Mitchell. They'll torpedo his way into the paint. Rebound inside, collected by Duren. What a pace to start this one. 4 Duren rebounds. Pickpocketed by Harden. Mitchell driving inside, up and off, and
especially late in the year when Cade Cunningham went out with that collapsed lung, where other guys had to step up. They had to guys. I'm looking at Karis LeVert to come in, make plays. Jenkins knock down shots, because we understand these minutes here in this first quarter are just as crucial as in the end of the game.
So Duren had picked up the foul. That sends Mitchell to the line. Max Strus is checked in for the Cavs. Karis LeVert is checked in for Detroit. Danis Jenkins with the ball. Again, Duncan Robinson is available after missing Game 5 with lower back pain. Here's LeVert, a former Cavalier. They chase him into the paint. An errant throw. Thompson out of bounds. Turnover.
And right there, it's just on full display. The ball starts and ends usually with Cade Cunningham in the half court. Pistons are used to playing in flow because they use their defense to ignite their transition offense. But where do you go with Cade on the bench trying to get some early rest?
Merrill is checked in for Wade. Dennis Schroeder is in the game, a former Piston. Jared Allen on top. Duran is on him. It's Harden. LeVert is there. Shot clock at 6. James sizing him up, probing on the side. The step back fadeaway. It's a 10-2 run by the Cavs.
And that right there, they are going to force James Harden to his right. Him not settling, taking the mid-range.
We couldn't ask for a better start from James Harden. 3 for 4 from the field, 7 points. You know, he's going to get into the mode as Duran gets to the paint. Love the aggression by him early. But James Harden will get to the mode where he's making everyone else better. But right now, him being aggressive to look for his own shot, calling his own number is what this team needs early on from one of their stars.
And Duran, an all-star, 4 points, 4 rebounds early. Jenkins is on Harden. It's Schroeder. It's Strus for 3. He had 6 in game 5. On the floor, look at him battle. Oh, it gets grisly in those situations. They'll call the jump ball.
And Asar Thompson understands his athleticism. No offense, Caris LeVert. Asar wants to choke.
Duncan Robinson missing last game. Obviously, they had a chance to win, but you miss a guy who can pull triggers for you, that can put 2 on the ball because of the offensive. As LeVert shoots the 3 in transition, and they're going to need more of that. But Duncan Robinson is an important player for this team because his ability to run off screens, to bring 2 to the ball, to pull triggers for other guys to get opportunities. So it's good to have him back.
What a move right there by Jared Allen. Goes into Isaiah Stewart for 2. Jared Allen will lead. Cunningham with it. Turnovers have plagued him in these playoffs. Here he goes working on the smaller Schroeder. LeVert, another 3. Rebound with a bump inside. Schroeder comes up with the theft.
That's a great group rebound right there. Donovan getting in there as well with the big guy, making sure they box out.
Mobley 3.
Zero hesitation for Mobley.
Robinson to Thompson. Stewart against Mobley. Strus tethered to Cunningham. It's a 3. Rebound Mitchell.
We give credit to Max Strus. He can't stop Cade Cunningham, but what he does, 94 feet, pick him up, makes it hard as Donovan goes coast to coast and get on the board. But Max Strus right here, just making Cade work for everything and every shot.
And I love Coach Atkinson's mentality. He let Donovan go to the bench for a little bit. Now James Harden went to the bench, and now it's Donovan's show, and he's taken over.
Robinson 4 to fire. Long shot. Strus rebound. It's off to Schroeder. It's a turnover. It's Cunningham against Mobley. The sidestep. The knock away. The block by Mobley. The block by Mobley. Inside. Good move. Got it to fall in there with a beautiful pass. And Reed, Paul Reed, converts. Reed had a terrific Game 5 a couple nights ago.
And you talk about Paul Reed's contributions in Game 5 were huge for Detroit.
Reed trying to get the rebound, controlled it. It's off to Asar Thompson. Duncan Robinson, quick 3 as he fired, and it was fouled if necessary. Wolves and Spurs, that would be on NBC. For more in these games, go to NBA. They've had 6 more shot attempts than the Cavaliers, and the bench has scored 12-0. It's a 3 rattling out that time by Mitchell.
Well, Detroit just posing their will on the defensive end of the floor. They understand what their calling card is, and then on the offensive end of the floor, they're doing a good job of getting the rebound, getting out, and getting transition, while Cleveland Cavaliers defense is not set.
Sasser to Reed. And that was over Mobley.
I just see on the half-court offense for Detroit, passing up good to get great. You see Cade came off off balance. You've seen him make those shots. Gives it up to Sasser. Sasser trusts.
There's a foul. It's on Evan Mobley as he was bulldozing down low.
And right here
on this game. This is a team in this first round. They've been here before. They're not afraid of this moment. They've seen themselves have success when they were against the wall.
Pistons on a 16-2 run. While Harden set, Cleveland -7. Cunningham dancing. Merrill is there.
He's too little.
Nothing.
He's too little.
Absolutely nothing you can do about that.
And a timeout or a foul. It is a foul.
Call at the end. Have your challenge so you can give your team an opportunity.
Harden doubled. Mitchell against Thompson. Joined by Robinson. Whacked out as he took it inside.
And be able to set your defense.
Mitchell at the line. The Cavaliers.
We're watching aggressive Donovan Mitchell. Obviously, he knows every part of this basketball floor and these rims, and he's really comfortable here. Like you said, he's averaging almost 40 here at home in this playoff series versus Detroit. But right now, James Harden is back in this game for this team. He's the settler for this team, and so Donovan knows what his responsibility is. Attack.
Cunningham. Harden is there. He'll blast his way into the paint. He's looking for Reed, and it ricochets out of bounds.
And a rare mistake. Obviously, Cade Cunningham is responsible for initiating a lot of the half-court offense, but also the Cavs. How much does them right here, another turnover that thrives off of that? He's got to be careful.
In 14 minutes, the Cavaliers have 10 turnovers. Sasser, 3, rebound. Another offensive rebound. Collected by Reed, 3, Cunningham, good. Oh, they just grabbed this game by the throat. Squeezing right now. The
Pistons are playing with. They're playing with desperation. They're playing with the confidence of knowing that they've already seen themselves be successful in this moment.
Nice defense inside. Cleveland has had 1 field goal the last 5.5 minutes. They go in there. The ball knocked away at the stripe. Detroit on a 21-4 run. They've had 21 points, 7 shots. And they regain their footing after trailing earlier by 6.
Well, D-Wade, you alluded to that Orlando Magic game where Detroit was down 24 points in the first half, and it looked like it was all but confetti falling. Well, they put a lid on the Orlando Magic basket, and they hung their hat on their defense, and that's what they're doing here early in the second quarter.
It's on top to Harden. He's got 7. Here goes Mitchell. Right into the defense of Robinson. 11 for Donovan Mitchell.
Well, Don, the last couple possessions doing what he's supposed to do. Put his head down, attack the defense, make them make a mistake, and they need to obviously get to the free throw line. Want to see the ball go through, but everybody continue to play Cavs basketball. Make sure everybody's touching the ball. Right now, James is setting the plate, understanding that Don is the most explosive guy on the floor right now for the Cavaliers.
Mitchell exploding into the paint, but couldn't finish. Here goes Thompson, glides and scores.
And that right there, defense to offense for Detroit. Get a stop, get down, and use your athletes.
It's Mobley on top. Reed is there. 8 to play in the half. Merrill. Harris back in. Allen back in. Merrill, 3. No. And Thompson, here come the boos showering down. And a violation on the list of defenders await. And another whistle. Shot clock at 2. He's got a fire. Sets up on the fly. It's picked up by Thompson. They can't set the defense. Here come the Pistons. And inside they go. It's Reed out of bounds.
You just want to see Cleveland clean things up a little bit. Obviously, you know, with 10 points, you're within striking distance, but it's time to limit the mindless mistakes right now. Execute, get your shots on offense, and rebound the basketball when he missed like that, and get back into this game.
Schroeder against Jenkins. It's a 3 by Merrill. Timeout, Detroit. There's some full court pressure on Cunningham. This is what they did. There's a foul on Schroeder. But when they did that
fourth quarter, he doesn't have the legs that he necessarily normally has.
It's Durant. Harden will meet him. It's LeVert. Strus is there.
LeVert.
Off the bench. Wow.
Well, he knows, he understands that this team needs another guy to come off the bench and heat it up.
Wade. Cunningham. Under 6 to go in the second quarter.
I've been sitting on the D. Wade reference until Dean Wade knocks down a shot.
Durant with impunity down the lane.
That's
no
what we
one
want to
touched
see.
him.
That's what we want to see. Get the ball, Dorian, and be aggressive. These guys that are in front of you, when you get the ball, normally guards. Put your shoulder down and go to the basket.
Harden ramming his way and then feeding out of a double team, and Wade at 3.
And D. Wade for 3.
Well, he's shooting the 3 ball like I shot in the playoffs over my career, about 40% in the playoffs. That's how the Wades do it.
Okay, humble brag, I see you. Okay.
Harris. Durant. And a winning number 1 seed, 60-win season. But in these playoffs against Orlando, they answered.
They are. And the regular season is one season. The playoffs is another season. And so they have to figure out who they are in this round against Orlando, that they wasn't ready for the moment. They showed us that they are. But it's not going to be perfect. They're going to show you that they're going to muck the game up. It's going to be physical, and they're going to find a way.
Well, there are some areas in the playoff where the game slows down in the half court. The Pistons scoring 8 less points in the paint. How do you generate more paint points? You do it in transition, and you do it through your defense.
Here's some of that transition here. It's Tobias Harris, a veteran, against the 17-year veteran Harden. Rebound Mitchell.
And Tobias has had a couple of those, and I know he wants back, that have gone off the rim. As Cade Cunningham shows that he's not just
by being into the ball, like even with James Harden, he would get over the screen in the backcourt, and just those small things right there, man, just extra effort, giving you extra possessions.
Oh, Cunningham lacing a triple.
He's good.
And the thing I have been so impressed with him, and his coach J.B. Bickerstaff told us before, the moment is never too big for Cade Cunningham. He always rises to the occasion, and he's calm, cool, and collected.
It's Allen on a beautiful scoop pass inside from Donovan Mitchell. Cunningham the other way. Cade with 13. Lost it. Mitchell on the move, slicing down the lane, rejected. What great defense by Duran. The other way they come, but the errant pass, another turnover by the Pistons. They could not catch up to it. At the
opportunities like that in transition.
And they've shown that no lead is safe. We've seen it in this series and the other series.
Whoa, beautiful stroke by
performance last game, 6 for 8 from 3, 20 points. But, you know, he's making so much impact on the floor. The ball is not going in. And that's the other option that the Cavs need. That's what we're looking for the Pistons. Continue to step up in that way for their others as well.
Detroit in the second quarter, 8 of 12. Crossover, 3, Cunningham, bullseye.
Absolutely nasty. Get on his coattails and ride forever.
Mobley to Allen.
That's a great slip right there by Evan Mobley. Him and James Harden's connection has been incredible. I think Mobley's game has went to another level since James' arrival. But just a great two-man from the bigs once Mobley got it. He's a playmaker as well.
Harris the 3. Rebound Harden. Quick outlet to Mobley. Broke free. Tries to dive. Foul called.
In 19 minutes.
I think Cade understands he can come on a roll and walk out of here with a dub to push this to a Game 7.
Harden got it on the miss. Swoosh! Rebound gobbled up by Durant. He's got 6. Thompson back in. Durant in the middle. The red-hot Cunningham on the side. LeVert on top. Durant trundles his way down the lane.
And that in-out cross got his tongue hanging down. That's the mojo that you want from Jay Durant.
That's the swagger we need to see right there. That's the all-star player that we saw this year. Just being aggressive, doing all the little things as well on the floor, rebounding, blocking shots.
And he's got 9 points and 6.
To this team, and it's not just on the offensive end of the floor. It's what he can do on the entire end on the entire side of both of these.
Mobley hits the second. And the Cavs trying to chip away at that one-time 12-point Piston lead. Down to 8. Cunningham red hot. 16 points. Stolen. Mitchell. He'll come in hot and high.
And right there, Donovan Spider Mitchell making a play on the defensive end to stop a Detroit run, which ignites his others to do the same.
Harden, Strus, Harden, diving, plummets, leans, feeds, foul.
At the same time is what this Cavs team needs.
Playoff scoring. It's Harden. It's Mitchell. Carving, feeding, Strus, 3.
And those are plays that Donovan Mitchell shows that he trusts his teammates. He gets into the paint. He could have finished. He kicks it out for an easy 3. That's the growth of Donovan Mitchell.
Levert knocked away at the line. Oh, my goodness. Harden the other way. The bump into Robinson. And stolen right there by the hustling Levert.
What a recovery by Levert.
Duncan Robinson, 3. No. It's out of bounds. It's saved by Strus. Cleveland controls with about 2-second difference. Game clock, shot clock.
Nice for a better half. Both these teams giving everything they have. As Don has an opportunity in the Cavs to take it into the break, down 1 or tied.
Strus, 3. No. It's a rebound, reeled in that time by Tobias Harris. Will not count even if it went, and that's it. Cleveland ends the first half on a 7-0 run.